So there are two kinds of intelligence, you and AI. Why you belongs to human, AI belongs to artificial intelligence. So understand that this whole thing, like how, if you take the example of how we learn A or writing A, we learn by visually. So human beings are visual animals, right? So when we are learning patterns, we see visually. And that's why the importance of data descriptive statistics and data visualization comes up. We interpret by simple numbers. We interpret by one number. Like saying that's why central tendency comes up. That's why mean, median, mode, variance, all these things comes up. Because we want to understand by simple numbers. Simple numbers. A few numbers. Because our mind cannot process so much. We want to understand simple things. Or understand visually. Memory-wise and visually, we want to understand simple things. And that's where the whole descriptive statistics comes up. Descriptive statistics is nothing but expressing data in simple number format, expressing properties of data, behavior of data in simple number format. Okay, that's why simple numbers. So we think in some of simple numbers, pictures. We are low dimensional creatures. Okay, we can only think in 1 dimension, 2 dimension, 3 dimension. We cannot think in higher dimensions. So that's the problem, and that's actually good. You probably try to keep it simple. Okay. And that's the role of data visualization and descriptive statistics. Okay. No one ever told you why you were taught descriptive statistics, because it's inherent in the psychology of the human beings, inherent in our mental structure, our existence. So you should be knowing that there's something human intelligent out there. Okay. And that is this data visualization, that is descriptive statistics. That's why you're learning it. And artificial intelligence is doing mathematics, algorithms, and higher dimensional things, more computations, faster computations. And that's why the machine learning models and statistical models comes up. That's why that's why all these things come up. Yes, it is born out of human mind. But if you want to use that tool to find patterns, you cannot do it because it's hard. Or it will be time taking. If you want to do it fast, you need a computer. You need a different kind of thing that cannot match the level of, like, that is higher dimensional, okay, that has that abstractness in its existence. One example is a computer. Okay, other examples will be supercomputer or quantum computer that are coming up, which I don't know anything about. So this is the two differences, and these two intelligence are important. Why it's important? You may ask, okay, why is human intelligence important? The reason is that we're using data to solve human problems, right? The problems human beings are facing, to solve a question that a human being or a multiple human beings have had. So even if we are feeding by artificial intelligent models, we must verify it by human intelligent models, right? Because it's after all for human being. So it must go through a stage, a filter of human intelligence level. And that's why it's fundamentally necessary to do descriptive statistics and data visualization for anything. Even I'm a researcher in deep learning, machine learning, and I know how much, if you see research papers, you cannot imagine, like, even though it's a black box, just exactly it's a black box, how many experiments are done. Like hundreds of experiments are done to make sure that it's the field, to make sure it passes the filter of human intelligence. Okay. Like, when there is a less mathematical model, there is more experiments out there. Okay, just like when you create a new drug, you check on human beings whether it's useful or not. Similar, it's just like a drug. It's like a new medicine that you check. You make new model that you create, and you check whether its filter is actually works on human beings or not. It may work on mice. It may work on guinea pigs in the laboratory, but does it really work on human beings? And that's why a trial is done. That's exactly how COVID vaccines trials are done. So you must understand that, and that's why human intelligence comes first, than artificial intelligence. So this is my suggestion. When you have data, the first level you should do is human intelligence level. First level you should do is you try to understand in a human intelligence level. You try to do some descriptive statistics. You try to do some data visualization. That's why data visualization is the first step. And you will see something that, not only that, often this, while understanding the artificial models, you have to go back to human intelligence models. And that's why the exploded data analysis comes up. this balance, to keep the balance, because we need to understand that we are solving for human beings and need to keep this balance. Okay, that balance is where the exploratory analysis comes up. What is exploratory analysis? Let's say you are doing an extremely high level model, a neural network, but you want to understand that how it's working. Or let's say you are trying to do a very specific model, let's say principal component analysis. That's why I need to visualize it. So for every model, we need to have a visualization counterpart. Okay, how is this model behaving? Okay, for example, I'm working on brain images. Okay, and what we're going to do is that I'm using brain images to predict some kind of diseases. So what you're doing here, what we are doing is not only just prediction, but also we are seeing that, okay, which part of the brain image is activated when predicting that, and that we have found out a small stroke over there, small tumor over there, okay, a small something over there, and the activation map is showing that, the brain heat map, okay, it's showing it's like red over there where there is some issue. So we're always trying to map any artificial intelligence model to human intelligence model, and that is absolutely necessary. And if you don't do that, you are not a data scientist. You will never learn it, because it's natural. You are solving it for human beings. Okay. Does this point come across very clear to all of you guys? This is very important, and this is something I've taken a lot of interviews of data science people, and this is something they miss. They just think it's just fitting models, but essentially it's not. Because of this reason, we are solving for human beings. It must go through a filter of human intelligence. Okay. Therefore, you should do descriptive statistics. You should do data visualization. The first step is to, therefore, take whenever data, ask the question what the question is, and then do the human intelligence processes over there, the basic human intelligence. Okay, and that's where the descriptive statistics and data visualization come up. I am just focusing on descriptive data visualization on this course, in this course.